बताना शुरू कर दिया बताया भी नहीं ओके फाइन Hi and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe. So this, I don't know, have you seen Inception? If you know what I mean. Okay, fine. So a few days back, what I did, I bought this beast because this is what I wanted for so long, and I still haven't tested it yet. By test, I mean I haven't done any shoots with it. I am planning to do a couple of shoots with it, but right now I haven't. So earlier today, I was basically setting it up and basically getting a feel of it, because you know, if you buy something new, you can't basically control yourself. You need to get it out. So it took me quite some time to set it up, even though I have balanced a couple of gimbals, not mine, my friends. I have done that, but it still took me quite some time. So that basically got my brain running, and I thought there are a lot of people like me who haven't basically owned a gimbal before this, or they are planning to buy it. So what I thought, I should probably give you a rundown of how to balance a gimbal. And for the curiosity's sake, do let me know in the comments if you can see the quality change in this video, because I don't know whether YouTube will compress it or not, but yeah, do let me know. And this is so satisfying. I don't know whether you can see it. See, I love it. So moving on. So this is the tripod stand that you get with every gimbal that you buy. So it's not specific to this one. You get this. So this goes over here, and trust me, this is the basic part that you need to do. The other thing that's really important is, of course, getting a camera to get balance and to get the batteries in, because before this I shot the whole video without the batteries. So don't do that. Don't be like me. So do this and set it up like this, and done. You're done. I'm just joking. So you're not done. You're not even halfway. So this is the base plate that goes underneath your camera, and for those, it does come out like this. So if you can see, I don't know whether you can see, there are markings over. Once you mount everything, this, if you remember these numbers, the markings are all over the gimbal. If you remember these markings, it will basically ease down everything and will reduce the time that you take to balance the gimbal to almost zero. Practically not zero. Not zero, can't be there, but yeah, negligible. It would bother you like it bothered me. So it goes like this, goes underneath the camera. So what I'm going for is the 7. I'm just gonna mount it at the very end, depending on how it looks. The very top, the very end. Glass is half full, half empty, depends on what you see. So yeah, this mounting totally the mount number, the where you are putting this, totally depends on the lens that you are using. Yeah, you have to basically try it out, because that's how you get an idea what kind of for me, I'm going for the 7, and partly because I have already done this. So I'm just gonna use the coin. Yeah, do keep coin handy, because helps a lot with this. And I'm gonna mount this up. The funny thing is that even though I have used a gimbal, I still sometimes forget how to mount this on this. I don't know why. So this is the gimbal, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock this and this axis. Let me show you how. So this is the lock. This is lock for this pan. Let me show you. If I unlock this like this, it moves, but we don't need this right now. I'm just gonna lock this up again, and the lock for this axis is over here. I'm gonna see. and I'm gonna lock it again. You see it's not locking up. Why? Because this is the mistake that I made for the first before this. So if you move this, you can see this side up. Yeah, always keep an eye for this, because you won't look like a fool if you're doing this. So it locks it up again. There's another lock for this axis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock this. So this will be the initial starting place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this camera, but as you can see, it's touching my gimbal. So what I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to loosen it up and tight it again like this. You have the same plate over here as well. So you will see how it helps. So what I'm gonna lose it again, and I'm gonna press this lock over here. So I'm gonna slide this one, and I'm gonna see. So what our basic idea over here is, we need to balance this so it does not fall in front, nor it's back heavy. So voila, done. See, yeah, initially, yeah, it does the job. So I'm gonna tighten this up. Yeah, it seems, yeah, it doesn't go back, doesn't move. It's not front heavy, it's not back heavy, so it's just right in the place. Remember, you always need to get the settings done manually before you turn the auto feature on, auto tuning on, because it will put less strain on the camera, not the camera, on the motors, and basically will help you in a long way. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock this one. See, now what you need to do is you need to balance the camera like this. It should stay. If I leave it, it shouldn't fall down. For this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lose this one, screw, the thumb screw. See, I have loosened it up, and I move like this, and I'm gonna push it back. By back I mean towards me. Need to push a bit. Yeah, see, and let me hold on. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna tighten this screw up. It's good, and it stays like this. So yeah, you always need to check whether the gimbal is staying in the same position where you leave it. Otherwise, you won't be able to balance the gimbal properly. So now what I'm going to do is, you have unlocked this, you have balanced this, you have also balanced this axis. Now it's time for this one. I don't know. So now you need to balance this one. So you need to unlock this. See, it's falling like this. So what you need to do is, the purpose of the gimbal is to stay like this, but it's falling sideways, so towards my right. So what I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna loosen this up, this over here, the lever over here, and now I'm gonna slide it. If it's moving, for me it's falling towards the right, so I'm gonna move it to the left. Yeah, still falling. Minute adjustments. So you always need to do minimum adjustments slowly, and now everything is fine. Stays like this. Always need to check your gimbal like this. This stays like this, so it's not moving. So as of now, everything is perfect. So the another thing is, now what we are going to do is, we're gonna unlock this one, and it took me quite some time to figure it out, but yeah, once it's done, and see if you have the fall. If you move like this, see, move like this, yeah, it's moving, but not that much. And if I put it like this, again center it, and now, yeah, so for now, so everything is perfectly centered, and we are done. See, and even if I move this, see, it stays in the place. Yeah, it's still moving over there, but it will move. Don't panic, because it will move, because you have unlocked this. And let me just make a fine adjustment. So yeah, if I move my camera over here, it stays in place. Yeah, it will move, but it should not move like this. It should not fall. Minute movement is fine. So now comes the best part. Since you have done everything that you could do, now do one thing. I don't know whether you can see it. There's a power button over here. Push it and it will turn on the gimbal. I hope you can see it. Yeah, dude is alive. So now do one thing. Since you've done all the thing that you can do to power basically balance it out, now do one thing. The three dots over here, push it like this. You will see the options for the motors, camera and advanced. Just go in the motor sideways, push it sideways on your mind's right, and then you will see the option for auto, level and custom. Just go in the auto. That will basically again side, and I don't know whether you can see it, but it's gonna shake. So it's automatically calibrating the motors and balancing and giving it a tweak that you might have missed. So yeah, check is okay, done. In the lock mode, I'm gonna in the PF mode. The PFs, there are three modes that you can see over here. Is lock mode. That what it does is, like, let me show you. So right now we are in PF. PF stands for pan follow. So what it does is, if I move like this, hold on, if I'm moving like this, it pans like this, side to side, but it doesn't go like up and down. And if I go in the lock mode, you can access the mode by switching this button. The PF upside is the PF one, and if you go down, it's in the lock mode. What the lock mode does is this: it doesn't move. It keeps your camera in a single position that you initially kept the camera for, and if I move, it doesn't move. So that's basically the lock mode. Third mode is the follow mode. There's no dedicated button over here. You can do one thing. You can keep pushing this trigger and like this. Let me hold on. The trigger over here, let me show you. Hold on. So the trigger, this, if you keep pressing it, it goes in the follow mode. And now see what it does. It pans and it follows me like this, up and down and sideways. So it's not a big huge drawback for me. And once you leave this trigger, it goes back in the pan follow mode. Or if you're in the lock mode, you can do the same, goes in the follow mode, follows you around. So the another mode is POV. If you press it like this, it goes in, like, see, moves like this. So I use it as a button for, because they haven't given you a button for follow, so I use it for the follow. There's no harm in it, there's nothing wrong with it. You can do it. So another thing that I was really excited about was this vortex mode. You can access it by pressing twice POV button, 1, 2, goes in the vortex mode. One thing that I forgot to mention was, if you double press it, it will align itself in the standard position that you initially started with. And if you press it thrice, 1, 2, 3, the selfie mode, hello, again 1, 2, 3, goes back. Yeah. So the vortex mode, like I told you, POV twice goes in the vortex mode. Hold on. Now stays in the vortex mode. So, and you can do this. See, again, POV back, again, we're back. And this is the joystick that basically controls everything up. I can control because in the pan follow, it doesn't give you up and down motion. You can achieve that. Like I told you, it's a really nifty feature that you can unlock everything over here and go. So, and this is how you balance the gimbal. For those who haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell icon and smash the like button if you are into it. Other than that, stay safe and bye-bye.